Hey man, I feel like we've been here before, but here we're back again. Just because I feel like I got a lot to say, and we haven't. I really have sort of stayed out of the. I haven't really done anything for House of the Dragon so far on the channel, and I, was partially time and partially other commitments, but I think I may have to make a video. I'm getting back into my video making pants. If you haven't checked it out, there's a few more videos on the channel. Trying to get back into the groove. So, but Salty's here with me. What's up, buddy?
Nothing. A big shout out to Nerdporial. Thanks for having myself and Teresa and of course Steve on to do a brief overview of House of the Dragon.
Yes, sir.
Spoiler alert: this was one of the biggest wastes of times I think I've had ever in watching this show through 8 episodes.
So I think what I said, and Articus, good to see you. Yes, canceled after season 3. Hopefully, good things do come. Good things do happen. Aldan, good to see you. Yanon, hit and run. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Staplebo, my man, always good to see you. I think I said what I think I've said, and I stand by. It is quite possibly one of the worst, if not the worst, season finales I've ever seen with these two fucking eyes.
It's up there
It,
with Dexter, although
it,
Dexter at least had a coherent
look,
character.
look, and it's gonna shock you. I can't believe Staple Bow. I may have to give you a membership. How are you not a member anymore? This includes Wheel of Time, and that's the sad. That's the sad thing is like because that's the question. It's like worst that's a big thing to say, right? Worst season of television or worst season finale you've ever seen. That
The
includes
interesting
Wheel of Time because even though Wheel of Time fucking sucked, at least there was a stuff was I just this was just boredom on an
so
epic scale.
let me play the
Yeah,
Steve role in this one.
absolutely.
So
Please.
so I hear what you're saying, and I think there's some validity to it. However, we need to qualify it because for Wheel of Time, I think it was a deliberate mutilation of the source material to inject all of these changes that stemmed from radicalizing the focus of the story. In
Okay.
the case, I think of Wheel of Time, and I'm going to disagree with you. I still think Wheel of Time, every episode of Wheel of Time is an abomination.
True.
In the case of House of the Dragon, there were two showrunners for season one. I did a video on it when they got rid of that
Yep.
one showrunner, and it was weird reasons. Like apparently his wife was causing problems or something. Well, now you've got this Condon guy who took the show over, and he's filling in the essentially like the Silmarillion of George R. R. Martin's world to a certain degree. It's just like a codex or an index of events that happened. And literally 90% of the episode is just made up current day sounding California accent, inconsistent characters. And I'm not just talking about from episode 1 to episode 8 where the character doesn't have an arc. They don't stay the same goddamn character in the same episode. Like in what they're doing does nothing. It does nothing to move the story forward in things that happened, in events, in emotions from one episode to the other are completely thrown out. It makes none of it makes any
Well,
fucking sense. So in that way, you're right, Steve. It's an incoherent shit mess where if you have brain damage, I guess it could entertain you if you're not paying attention.
well,
But it's
and it's
just terrible.
like you start like okay, so like I'm trying to even like we literally start with the cucking of the Lannisters. Like
I
it's
agree.
literally the cucking of the Lannisters. Is that a trans woman or is a woman? Or is it
Yes,
I
it's a
don't
fucking
know.
dude. It's that I don't know who's more masculine. That dude in a dress in the show or the boxer that beat up that Italian chick in the Olympics. And I made that joke on Brian's channel, but it's worth repeating. I am so fucking tired of
I
this
don't know
shit.
about all that.
I am tired of the tranny shit. I'm tired of the bad dad shit. I'm tired of like
well,
torture
but
porn for women
well,
against men. This show is boring and it
but
hits
why
every
can
fucking beat of agenda, Steve. It's
Toby, what
fucking
up, brother?
retarded. Sorry.
I don't no fuck I one it's just like
It's
and then
it's
you get to like it's
insulting.
like I thought it so okay This is where I'm confused, and I guess that's probably the fucking point. Dovey, thank you for the gifted membership. Jeremy is Dragon Sworn once more. Thank you for if you want, I'll share the picture of the ultimate cornhole. The game. Okay, we're not cornhole.
I was gonna say,
Calm down. Yeah, it was again great to meet you, buddy. But just shared some images with me. So thank you, Dovey, and thank you for the gifted membership, dude. As always, he has his crown of swords. So I always like to point that out. Him and Whisker Fisherman, the first two to get crown of swords. 24 months of membership. That's crazy. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Dovey. But so it's just a picture.
Don't ask,
of playing cornhole. Relax.
Don't ask.
So so the episode starts and we're here with I don't remember whatever this Lannister twins, because we have 8 twins in the show apparently, but he is looking like a complete wimpy pussy because why the Lannisters were too cool in Game of Thrones. Tywin was too smart.
It's a
Jamie
tired white
manly.
guy.
I don't like, and then they introduced
old.
Well, and then they introduced the what is it? Let me get to it. The Laris person. Is it this person? Let me see if I can find it. No, that's the dragon. Sorry, that's not her. Sorry. Okay. So here.
Oh God, it's a dude. It's a fucking dude. It's Dylan Mulvaney and George R. R. Martin.
So here's the thing. It's so
I'm gonna run and get a sausage from the fucking. I'm gonna wave a fucking hot dog around on the screen.
And they did this
like the show.
And I don't even want to get like I didn't even want to harp on it for fucking too long, but it's presented to be confusing because later there's a conversation between whatever the guy's name is. I don't even remember the Lannister's name because who cares? And then the subtitles are up. And this person asking how many wives this person has. So it's like, so is it a guy? Is it a guy or is it a lesbian or is it that's on purpose?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is because
I'm confused we're living in what we're doing.
Because I mean it's like I said.
Well, they're mud wrestling for some fucking reason.
Well, yeah, you've got the if my brain has to do this with a television show, if I have to be drawn out of an epic fantasy show to go, oh shit, look, it's 2024 and I've got to have my agenda made up gender mental illness bullshit on the screen, guess what happens to me? And it's not because I'm a bigot, it's because I'm a fucking normal human being. I check the fuck out. This show has no interest in maintaining immersion. I get
it's like if this is I get
it's a fucking dude. I don't know what
it's fine. It's like it is. I don't
writers.
Care.
Fuck Brian Condon and fuck George R. R. Martin.
Take the blush off. Take the eye fucking if it's a guy
that sausage. It is.
I don't even get if it's is it supposed to be a female character or a male character? Because
here's the question though, Steve. Here's the thing. Were you ripped out of the fantasy world of George R. R. Martin to go, what the fuck am I looking at? Because that's what it did to me.
Because this is where my confusion is at.
Wanted.
Right. Well, because that's where I'm confused. And I don't even want to talk about it that much, but it's just if so just bear with me and don't try. Bear with me, because if it's a girl, if it's a trans person that's supposed to be playing a man,
it's called a man.
but just bear with me, okay?
Okay.
Take all the makeup off and make it look like a man. Like, why is it? If it's supposed to be a trans person playing a man, why is it wearing all the? Why is
it a cross dresser?
I don't understand what's happening. So,
Eddie Izzard is more passing as a fucking crossdresser than the person in the show.
Fucking like talking about this shit, but that's why they did it.
I have no problem doing it.
I know
because I don't care. But it's your channel.
I know you do, but I just and then and then we have the impossible living man here. I don't even have a problem with the Aegon, what they do. Hey, there she is. What's up, Teresa?
Oh,
she
hey,
Let me
is.
move this around.
round 2 of the
Yeah, round
insanity.
2 for sure. Let me move this
After
around so we can
this is
actually
after hours
hold on.
speakeasy. We've been dropping some
There we
seriously
go.
based takes.
I
Based.
I just well, and, like, I don't know what like before because I don't like I said, I'm a little uncomfortable even talking about it, which is bad, but I don't no, again, sorry, Salty, it's the dragon, not the captain of the ships. My bad. I did that twice now. Is
Ugh.
I don't understand. Is this supposed to be somebody playing a man captain or a female captain? I don't care if it's a
Teresa, you
trans
go.
person. Is it a man captain or a female captain? Because I don't know what I'm supposed to think. And
Yes.
that's what they're doing that on purpose, right?
Yes. Yes, they
Yeah,
are.
they don't
Yes,
make
they
it
are.
clear at all. No. I mean, in the books, it was just a plain man.
Right.
Yes.
End of story. And they were trying to combine it with a pirate, Roncalio Rendun. If I said that correctly, he was a pirate who was a cross-dresser. And it seems like they're trying to combine the two of
Is
them,
that
and all they're doing is just confusing people. But yeah,
yes,
it's
okay, because like I'm just
Shiriko. This
confused.
character is supposed to be a man and an admiral. So
Yeah.
All
That's why
right.
they were wrestling in the pig shit and in the mud. And
I'm
none of
sorry.
this is in the goddamn book. All of
I'm
these are
sorry, Tony.
liberties taken by the showrunner, Brian Condon, and then whatever wackadoodle I'm from the Acolyte writers crew of fucktards that they brought onto this show to destroy it.
Well,
Teresa, am I being unfair? I mean,
no.
your videos raging on this about how, and Steve, you were just talking about it. You have a great story. It's outlined by George R. R. Martin. All you have to do is hit all those beats, and you can sit here and play your little games and put your intersectional feminist bullshit in there and your bad dad story and all this other horse shit, right? But they don't even do that. They don't even tell the fucking core story of these characters.
Yeah, I was really surprised that they didn't conclude the whole
God.
thing with Corliss and his sons. It was, I was just like, what? That was it?
well,
They're
like,
just still arguing back and forth? Because as we know in the work, what happens is once Rhaenys dies, he brings them forward and asks Rhaenyra to legitimize them and makes them his heir. He presents them as the dragon seeds at the Red Sowing. So, and the reason why he waited was because Rhaenys didn't know about them, and he was doing it out of love for his wife. They were kind of keeping it on the lowdown, but once she was dead, he made them his heirs. So why didn't they just do that? At least, or why didn't they at least do it at the end of this episode? If they wanted to do the bad dad thing, whatever, but then have him go, "I want you to be my heir." No, that didn't even happen.
what is the actor the and we're gonna move on from the weird captain here, but Articus was looking for the name of the captain. Do you know that? Happen to know that, Teresa?
Oh, the weirdo?
Yeah, the weirdo. Yeah, exactly.
Shreko
We can
Lahar.
just henceforth
Yeah,
Lahar. Okay,
Say-
Lahar.
yeah. Shreko Lahar, and
We
he's
can
an
ju-
admiral. They're just none of this. None of this. He was just
hen-
Mr. Admiral.
henceforth shall be known as the weirdo.
Well, yeah. Well, because
It's the
and it was
Altuler, it's the Al.
obnoxious too.
Go ahead, Teresa.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was obnoxious. I mean, at first I thought maybe they did, because if it's supposed to be a chick, they gender swapped. Why did they gender swap? I don't know. Unless they're trying to make it that he's a cross dresser, like where they're combining the characters, but that's just ridiculous because two totally different stories. But yeah, he's just Mr. Admiral who admirals in the big battle of the Gullet. It's a man.
Well, and then again, so then we move on to this. So then we again miss another action scene. We get mud wrestling, but we again miss another action scene where a parent. So and somebody's gonna have to explain this to me too, because I don't understand it either. Aemon apparently is sulking because now he's not immortal. And I'm sitting here thinking, or he's now not unbeatable. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, did I miss the end of episode 7? Because I don't know where that scene happened, where Aemon has all of a sudden been brought down a rung, and he is not like feeling like he's the badass of the skies on Vagar.
What?
When did that happen?
Why? That's what I'm saying. The
Because he
last
saw the
episode.
dragons and it freaked him out.
He's king
that's not his
shit.
character. He would look at it and go, "I'm gonna get you, bitches." He wouldn't cry like,
Yes.
yeah.
No,
Right.
he wouldn't do that. I mean, he made the smart tactical retreat because he
Yes.
had no army, he had no backup. So what he did is he didn't make a stupid command decision. And now what? He's going to go murder people because of it? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Who is writing this goddamn show?
But that's how it's
seriously.
that's how it's written, Salty. It's like, okay, Aemon is pissed off because he made a tactically sound decision. So he goes and burns a city and kills a bunch of people because he's a whiny baby and he didn't get to go cuddle up with his mommy hooker.
Man.
Like, I don't know.
Every
mommy.
Am I wrong, Teresa? Like it's like he didn't he didn't get his cool down period where he got to go fucking sulk with his mommy hooker. Like
Yeah.
so he had to let it out by burning people alive. It's like, really? That's all it takes to set, like, nothing happened. He just he didn't fight 6 dragons. That's all.
Yeah, and his motivation is Damon. Like, that is his antagonist. He's just kind of obsessed with him. He's like the Inspector Javert to Damon,
Yes.
to Jean Valjean, except of course that's a horrible analogy because they're both terrible people. They're 2 Javerts going after each other. But yeah, he's obsessed with getting after Damon, and he gives 0 fucks. He's very much like Damon, and many people have pointed out that Aemon is, I forget the word, not anachronism, whatever it is. If you switch around the letters, it's Damon. If you look at it backwards, because they're 2 sides of the same coin.
Anagram. Yeah.
Thank you, anagram.
And then it's like, yes, the dragon looks phenomenal. Oh shoot, sorry, I didn't know I had the sound on. The dragon again looks phenomenal. And this is what's carrying the show, I guess. Why people are like, oh, the show is great, because the dragon, if I can get a good shot of him, looks great.
Yeah,
I mean, look at that.
Again,
yeah, great production values.
It looks fantastic.
It looks great, but these characters are not so, like, plot these characters out from the end of season 1. Okay, there is no character arc. There's nothing that's going on. And even from the penultimate episode to the finale, we watched is it Aemon or Egan, whoever the guy with the eye patches? I can't get these assholes' names straight. Aemon was this boss in charge, and all he did was turn Vagar around because he's outnumbered to head back because he wasn't ready to attack because it's stupid. Why would you do that? And now he's a sulky bitch, and it's like, again, I don't see. I like these writers in these writers' rooms. It's not enough to make men look stupid or evil now.
Well,
they're literally writing male characters who are not even vaguely seem to matter to the story or have any consistent play at all. Forget about the fucking source material with what Damon should be doing and Egan and everything that Teresa has been rightfully saying about these characters, that they really should be who the fuck this show is about.
Well, but
we're sitting here and nothing is happening, and these characters it's like they're schizophrenic. We don't know which personality is going to show up in the episode.
Well, we have the exact opposite of this situation with Reyna, who makes this. Is it Reyna? Reyna makes the stupid decision, and instead of making a tactical retreat, decides to try and take on Vagar one-on-one and dies. So it's like we're showing him previous episode making a wise decision, but so we're literally at the point where it's just he is a baby. And because he didn't get to fight, he is going to murder people. Yeah. That's where we're at. So go ahead.
Yeah, and again, it happened off screen. I keep making the joke. Yeah. They need to leave Post-it notes for each other to tell them what's been happening, because obviously they're not paying attention to what all the other different writers and what's happening in all the different episodes.
Absolutely right. Another off screen.
Yeah. Yes. And can I point out about Tywin Lannister? Just a real quick one.
Absolutely.
First of all that humiliation ritual they went through with him.
It was terrible, wasn't it?
It was ridiculous. Tywin Lannister is actually one of the most badass people, turns out to be one of the most badass people in House of the Dragon. Yeah. And he's a survivor. He is awesome.
God. Because
they've cut him. They
They've
humiliated
cucked
him.
him
They
to
made him
the
an idiot.
max.
They made him
He is the
sing,
wor
and
Yeah, I'm
He's a
sorry, he
white
is the
he's
male.
worst.
awesome. I love that man. He's badass.
So this one must hurt really bad to see him on
Yeah.
the screen like this.
Yeah. I mean, he's one of those that you don't expect to turn out, and maybe that's what they're showing. They're showing him all cucked so that when at the end of all of this, he does what he does, maybe. But
I
no,
don't
I
think so.
mean, it's and
So,
again, this whole stuff is just ridiculous. And they were so the way they just kept talking about, yeah, we thought it'd be funny. It's like that's
I'm
not
so tired of it's like, stop thinking it's funny and write the damn
It's
fucking show.
I know.
Makes
yeah.
sense.
I know.
Like,
I know.
you're obviously not good at comedy. Cut it out. Just take the shit that's in the book and put it on the screen somehow. Like,
Yeah.
stop it.
But it's the same thing that we saw with Wheel of Time, where
Oh, yeah.
this really does feel like it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't Post-it notes, but it feels like every episode is shit that should have been left on the cutting room floor is
Mhm.
80% of the episode airtime. There's 20% that vaguely resembles maybe like a passage from the book, and maybe 2 or 3% that actually does something and moves the story forward. But you're looking at 90-80% of filler, which means nothing, which just gives you a repeated episode after episode after episode after a fucking episode, and nothing happens. And we didn't even get a big battle at the end. We got a popcorn fart. We got a shart. The show shart its pants, and it's just, why?
Well,
Why did you do this?
So, and I wanna keep going scene by scene because there's so like it's just
Oh, yeah.
nothing. But how the fuck is this a finale?
Oh, thank you.
Nothing happens.
Yeah,
Like,
it's the worst
this-
finale on the planet.
It's yeah. I kept having to ask, is there another episode? Is this a 10-episode season? Because I couldn't believe this was like. I'm like, okay, when is the raising tension? When are we gonna have like some like you thought like if correct me if I'm wrong, Teresa, you thought that Eamon and Damon were gonna have their showdown this episode, correct?
Oh no, I did
Oh,
not. It was going
okay.
to be the in taking of King's Landing.
Oh, so you thought King's Landing was good. So that's even bigger.
Yeah, well, I thought what they had done, because I really thought that that's where they were going with it.
Right.
But when I realized they hadn't even gotten to the Red Fork, and I know that they had put the gullet out, I thought maybe they were going to mess around with it, because I knew that there was going to be a discussion between Rhaenyra and Alicent. And so I was like, well, it has to be after she takes King's Landing, and that would be a great way to stop it. But then I learned, no, she just fast traveled.
She just fast traveled, just like goes up to it's like, hey, I'm here and we're gonna have another like that was the longest scene, was that I think it lasted
was
10 minutes.
Dumb. It was dumb, and it's not from the
We'll
books,
get-
like we just
we'll
like
get there.
Teresa said.
We'll
Yeah.
get
Jesus
there. We'll get
Christ.
there. So we come to this scene, which like, and I'll be I don't have a huge problem with this scene. The biggest problem I have with this scene is that every time I see Aegon right now, I go, how?
Yeah.
Because what they presented to me on the screen, and I understand it's one of these things I've had discussions with people outside of, at work and in life about Aegon. And it's like, for me, he should be dead. The show didn't do a good job showing how he possibly could have survived. You needed something to stop that plummet of 10,000 feet and exploding, to make me believe that he's up and about in what? This is 2 weeks? Maybe?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
It's 2 weeks, right? Something like that?
Yeah. Well,
It's-
and he's not
that might even
supposed
be
to
long.
leave. Yeah, he's not supposed to be up and about for quite a while in the timeline. But because they had Aemond blast him with fire, that's made it even more unrealistic, because
Yeah.
but they do kind of say it's a bit of a miracle. I think that's what they're going with it. They're trying to do this propaganda in the show, like where the people are saying, oh, it's a miracle he survived. They tried that, but no, he got blasted full on with Aemond, which was ridiculous as well, because everyone could see it. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
friendly fire.
Can we have Teresa respond to this question?
Sure. Go ahead and read it. You got it. You can read it.
Oh, Jesus! All right, hold on. Then I
You
gotta
brought it
get
up.
No, no, no. Let's. Sorry. Yeah. I have heard, Articus. Thanks for this. I've heard it said that the books were written through biased or unreliable narrators. True. Do you think that this is just cover for changes like quote a new turning of the wheel unquote, or is this made in good faith? Teresa,
Good
what do you
question.
think about that? All of
Well,
these changes and how?
well, first of all, it's not made in good faith. And plug. Check out my videos on this because I've talked about what the difference is between a biased and unreliable narrator and what they're doing on the show. Because what happens is with the biased and unreliable narrator, it'll be like a Meister who tries to say like the nicer stuff. You have Mushroom who's all dirty and stuff, and he was actually present. And then you have a few other sources, and the book lays it out really cleverly. It's like, well, this one says this one says that, and let's look and see which one probably makes the most sense. There's a fictional narrator that's doing this. So it's yes, it's true that they can go in different directions. Like for example, that Mushroom had it that there was a character named Sarah Snow that Jace married when he went north, and other people are like, nah, that didn't happen. He didn't have time. He stuck with Bela, for example. So where the show, they chose to go with the Bela story, so that made more sense. That's the that's the way it works. However, when you're talking about events, battles, like Damon's supposed to be at the battle leading the forces at Burning Mill. That's not an unreliable narrator. That's a fact. How many sons
Yes.
did Aegon have? That is a fact.
Yes.
What was Helena doing? That is a fact. Where was Alicent? That is a fact. So yes, they are using it as a cover for the bullshit. It's like, well, it's unreliable narrators. It's like, no, because the
Yeah. So
truth
okay.
is always in there.
So there are locations where they're supposed to be. That is an undeniable fact. This person has this many children. This person that was at this
Mhm.
location. These banners rallied to Aegon to Aemond. Or
Damon.
I'm sorry, Daemon. This that blah 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 blah. But they're choosing not to do that and going, well, they could have been there. You don't know because the guy was drunk.
And the things that but the things that they've replaced them with they're nonsensical and they do not move the story forward at all. And again, they're shifting the focus to either characters that are made up entirely out of whole cloth, no discrete dialogue from the books, and taking the focus off the people who actually are doing things and putting them onto Rhaenyra and fucking Alicent and having them do stupid shit, which again, it doesn't move the story forward at all. And it just keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. And it's just like, it's exhausting to watch this shit. And I will never watch another season of this horrible shit. Like I won't. It's fucking dumb.
So what? So what are we like? Is Laris just like? Because I thought Laris wanted. Is Laris mad or upset because Aemon wouldn't fall for his shit? So now he's manipulating. Like I thought he was Team Aemon. He helped him there. Like Is that not what happened in the show though?
Well, wait, Team Aemond or Team Aegon?
So wasn't he? So didn't he help get Aemon on as Prince Regent? Wasn't that one of the things he was working towards, like siding with Aemon during the season 2?
Oh,
I'm not saying
in
from the
show,
books.
yeah. Well, I think they were kind of going. Well, here's the thing: Laris is out for Laris, and so I think in the show, Laris so far, and mostly Aegon, they're the two most intact characters. So it's Otto, because everything that Laris is doing is accurate to his overall arc and what he is planning. Everything that he's telling him, he when he saw the way the wind was blowing, he was like, okay, we got to get Aegon out of here, move the money out and all that. So
well, because that's why I said like, I'm sorry, I just totally so that's why like getting over the fact that Aegon's alive, that's I had the least problem with that scene because that seemed like, okay, that makes sense. Like Laris has felt the wind change. Aemon doesn't like him anymore, so he's got to pick up skirt and get the fuck out of there. So who do you attach yourself to? Well, right. So that seemed fine. I have such a problem getting over the fact that Aegon is not dead or in a coma right now.
He should have been the way that they portrayed it on screen, Steve. He really should have. And Al Dan said, I think a George R. is going to have to disavow some of that at some point. He was talking to Yanon, and he already did. I mean, in like Teresa talked about it a couple weeks ago, where he's like, well, they're doing their own thing now. You know, and I mean that tells you everything you need to know about this. I don't think he gives a fuck at this point.
No, it doesn't sound like it. It doesn't sound like it, but
Yeah.
but
Shameless plug. My video that just dropped talks
plugging
about
away.
how he basically kind of rips them to shreds.
Yeah, go. I think Dovey put a link in. If you're not sub to Miss Martin Muses, hit that link and go sub over there. What I don't know why
Good
you're
stuff.
not. Go. Yeah, especially about this show. But right now. But this was like I feel like every scene we got, I just sort of had to. Every one almost. I just started.
You kept
my
waiting
head.
for something to happen.
I'm like she's running in a field. She's like, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And it's like, oh my god, water. It's like, how fucking long have you been out in like? How does nobody not know you're missing? What you abandoned the kids you were supposed to be watching? Nobody's noticed. How the fuck long have you been out in the grass desert where there's no water apparently? That you are so fucking like, look how fucked up she looks. Has she been out there for days, hours? I can't tell. But it's like it's like she's running to water in a desert oasis. Like she's never seen water before. Like
you could again, it's the weakness of these writers and these people not understanding what it's like to be in these environments. You know, I live in an environment that looks a lot like where she is, and you know, there's plenty of water everywhere. You know why? That's why there's fucking fog and everything's fucking green because there's fucking water everywhere.
But nobody fucking knows where nobody cares she's gone. Like nobody cares. You saw the people leaving the Vale. Nobody gives a fuck where they've gone. And what is her plan is literally, I'm going to go fuck off and find this wild dragon that's eating all these sheep. And I'm sure everything's going to be just fine. Is that her plan?
Well, she's too dumb to live, apparently, because...
Well, yeah, and look at Articus. Drinking water from a random lake in a Jar Jar Martin story is not a good idea. She might end up shitting.
Oh, yeah.
It's true. Giardia is a real thing. So, yeah.
John, thank you for stopping in, John 5. Yes, I feel like I'm probably... No, I shouldn't say that because I've had problems with the whole season, but I think I was holding on, just waiting to see what was going to happen here, and boy, oh boy, wow, do Game of Thrones properties not know how to write endings? Like that, and that's not anymore because like the first few seasons, that's not fair to the first few seasons of Game of Thrones. But dude, what in the
we're
fuck?
Nowhere farther than we were from episode 1 to here.
I can't believe this is a finale.
Nothing. There's no stakes built. You're making up this bullshit with Alicent being a traitor and gonna murder her own son and all this shit. Excuse me. Yeah. I'm sorry. I mean, again, all you needed to do is hit the main story beats, and you could have filled it in with your they/them 2024 fucking bad dad horse shit. You could do it, and we could sit here and go.
And we'll get there.
Like in season 1.
Tell a story. You didn't tell a story. You just showed scene after scene after scene after scene, and none of it meant a fucking thing. Right up until the last goddamn second of this finale, and it's infuriating.
Well, not even the last second. The last second is just her standing in front of a fucking dragon.
Just
isn't it?
Dumb.
That's I don't know. We'll get there. Like, okay, so are we supposed to find him completely just because if we're supposed to hate this guy for being just sort of aloof or well, I don't know about hate, mildly annoyed that he's just sort of aloof, then I think it's fine. Like, I'm not sure that there's anything inherently wrong.
Which one are you talking about? Ulf, or are you talking about Jace?
Ulf. Because Ulf is just sort of sitting there, like lapping in luxury, like which I'm pretty sure is in character, because like he's just like, I've made it. I'm gonna be just like, I'm just, I'm not a respectful type of guy. I'm just living the life, right? Is that how we're supposed to feel about him? I'm assuming.
Yeah, his nickname was Ulf the Thought, and a
Okay.
drunk. So yeah, I
Oh,
thought
he's a
this was
drunk.
a
Okay.
completely in character, and the way that Jace was acting, because you don't lay your hands on royalty, and so when he was ruffling his hair, he grabbed his hand like, what, you do not touch me.
No,
So I
I
thought,
thought there was something here. Like I liked how Hugh acted. He's sort of like just sort of like seeing what the fuck is going to happen, and he's sort of embarrassed of how Ulf is acting. And
Mhm.
Jace is, of course, doesn't like these guys because they're lowborn, and he's thinks it's disrespectful to the dragons and all that. So I don't have. I actually, this is again one of the better scenes I think in
Mhm.
this episode. I don't know if you guys would agree with that or not.
I do.
Okay, yeah. What about you? You on board with that, Salty?
Yeah, 110%.
Yeah. Everybody's acting how they should be acting. How about that?
Mhm.
It's a miracle.
But they're
Aldan,
white guys. You
Hugh's
got
pretty
white guys
badass.
on
I
the
like
screen.
Hugh.
Hugh.
Sort of
Hugh.
cute.
I love this actor. The actor I've seen
Mhm.
him in Warrior from Cinemax. I don't know. It's a like a old. Oh God, like shoot. I don't know. It's an older like set in old San Francisco, Chinatown gangs and stuff. He plays an Irish cop. Does a really good job. I like the actor a lot, which helps for me. Helps the character. But Aldan, been a member for 23 months. Thanks, buddy. At least we're almost at Stormlight Archive 5 Chapter Day. Well, almost. We actually are there. I don't know if it's out yet, but it is Monday, sir. Technically here, so I might be able to read it right now. We'll see how many chapters came out, but yes, sir. So hopefully Tuesday we can talk about that. But moving on with this pile of here we go. So now I will be honest, some of these scenes I hit the forward button because I just
there's no point.
did
There's no
anything
point.
happen
No.
besides for him renaming his boat after his dead wife?
No. No.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it just again, none of this shit means anything. They had that death occurred. It was 2 episodes ago. We haven't seen this motherfucker do anything. It would have been appropriate for this to have happened maybe in the last episode, but now it's just like, well, why are you bringing this up? It's the fucking finale. Why isn't something happening?
Sorry, Flopsy's here. I had to get a high five from Flopsy Beardman.
Oh, hi, Flopsy.
Flopsy,
There
hold
he
on.
is.
In
Hey.
honor of Flopsy Beardman, sorry everybody. Here we go.
Do it.
Flopsy, here we go. Wheel of time, you say? I have no idea, but I do love this chair. It's great. Ooh, what's that? Hey, a pine cone. Smells delightful. Let's get that out of here. Let's go. Man, my own bones are aching. I like going for a walk. Hey, that's a birdie. Look at that up there. I like birdies. Oh, what's that over there in the forest? Oh, you know what I could really go with? A tree hug. Wonderful. So I'm gonna pull up. So that was my man Flopsy. Everybody, don't give some love to Flopsy in the chat. I'm gonna put a poll up since we got 16 in the chat. Thank you all for being here. I want to put up a poll. How was season 2 finale? And we're gonna put we'll put good, great, good.
I still expected them to pull it together and have something happen, like a battle.
Horrible.
Teresa, why do you think they didn't do anything? Why do you think they've been so averse to having any battles, any fights, any swords being drawn? I mean, they shot their mini wad with the dragon on dragon action, but there's a war going on.
Yeah.
There's villages being burned. There's people dying and fighting. Why are they not showing it, in your opinion?
Well, I think that there is a real issue with budget. Like a lot of their budgets been going into the dragons. It is a fact that they were planning on a 10 episode season, and HBO gave them 8, and that they kind of did split it in half. So
Okay, well,
I think we're seeing this.
So that oh hey, there they are. What's
I was
up,
gonna say, do
guys?
you want me to add them?
Yeah,
No,
thank you.
Hold on.
What's up?
doing well.
Hey, they're
Hi-
married.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Ah, we're married.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wait, you're married too, so
Yep.
So you
Happy
survived.
nuptials.
Yep.
You survived
We
the episode.
survived.
So I
Yeah.
haven't heard your unfiltered take yet. So I got to pull up.
Ah.
So I would love to hear about where are the sword fights? There are none. Oh wait, I'm sorry. There was one. The twins faced off, and then he killed himself because
That was
there you go.
the-
So I would love to get Lord and Lady B's unfiltered take of the finale, and why not the whole series as a whole? Because I think this brings the series down
please.
to.
I want to
waste
hear
of
what you
time.
cats have to say because I've just been
Okay.
texting a little bit. And it's fucking hysterical to read your reactions.
I just gotta say this is the most boring television show I've ever seen. Like, how do you make this boring?
Yes.
It's like the English Civil War
Yes.
with dragons. Like, how is this boring?
Yes, the anarchy is not anarchy-ish.
Yeah, but like I look at it and I'm just saying, when I started watching this in the first season of this, I was one of the few people that really, really, really didn't like the show. I'm like, hey, look at by changing certain characters and making people have relationships and changing the ages and stuff, there's going to be problems with this later on in the second season, and that's one of the hugest problems with season 2 is this whole like Rhaenyra and Allison are BFFs bullshit that we see, like when Rhaenyra sneaks out to hang with Allison, and then Allison comes to like back, and I'm just like, what is this? This is stupid.
Rhaenyra, come with me. Come off your throne and all your responsibilities, and we can go walk in the fucking field.
Let's go eat cake and ride dragons.
Yeah.
What are we talking
We
about?
could scissor too. You know.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
Alex, Alex, your soul looks a little wounded.
Well, he was
Crazy.
watching Doctor Who today too, and then turns
Yeah,
around and
that was
watches this
horrid.
fucking show.
It's
Like, what?
crazy. I can give you the exact same spiel about this episode and the season as a whole simultaneously.
Yeah.
There is nothing worse that a television show can do than waste its audience's time.
Yes, thank you.
And
Every episode, dude.
it's crazy that they never fucking do anything. We had a season of television that was supposed to be a war between two sides with dragons. And we ended up with one more dragon at the end than we did at the beginning.
Yeah.
This
And
is
nothing has really changed.
insane.
I know.
Nothing
what
has really
happened? How did the
changed.
plot move forward? Like, what's going on?
I mean, you can literally go right down the character list. Rhaenyra went fucking nowhere. Daemon went nowhere. Jace went nowhere. Rhaenys died.
Allison. Yeah.
Adam
Yeah.
got sea smoke.
Cole got some pussy, and then I don't know, he's sniffing panties on a rock now.
I know. That's what I was saying. He's like,
The Christian Cole scene is one of the most jarring scenes of the whole thing because it just out of nowhere he's sitting there sniffing. Like, where is it? Like, because nothing
what
happens
are
in
they
this scene.
doing?
Like like he's literally
Yeah.
just sitting. Oh, here it is. It's coming up. He's literally just sitting there sniffing her juices. And then the guy, his brother goes over, "How dare thee besmirch my sister?" And it's like, where the fuck did this scene come from? Like,
Yeah.
what? What?
Also,
Yeah,
Like,
who
did
told
we
him?
miss
Did he
this
watch
shit?
one of the episodes? Did he watch episode 1?
Yeah, it's like where did this come from? And that's sort of like if we're talking about they were supposed to have 10 episodes, that's we obviously cut a fuck ton. Like it was like what are they doing right now? What is Christian Cole and Allison's brother supposed to be even doing? Like
I don't know.
I don't even know what they're
It
doing.
didn't go anywhere. I mean, it didn't do anything. It just like let's have these two white women bitching about their problems. Or let's have a white woman suddenly become a lesbian, or let's have a white woman be talked down to a man and then throw it back in his face and go and that's what 80% of the show was.
It's so weird.
Nothing has happened. Where's the stakes? Where's the traps that have been laid? Where's the complex plans? Where's the things we should watch for that, like, oh my God, I remember when they talked to that person. There's nothing. It's just like, ba, 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 ba,
No,
ba,
it's-
ba, ba,
Yeah,
ba.
he just
That's
randomly
it.
shows up with a sword.
Well, it's
Also,
this is like
homeboy, that's the hand of the king. He outranks you, motherfucker. Like, there should be an army of dudes coming up and tackling this guy to the ground.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
We're all watching him do it, like, but it's just like what's changed? Like, it's like you were angry because he fucking he's screwing your sister, and then he says, "Well, your sister's like a beacon to me," and he's like, "Oh, okay, well, it's cool that you're plowing her, then I guess. Fuck, bye." Like, what part of the conversation all of a sudden made it okay?
But even doing the scene, Steve, you just hit on it. They create this drama, and then there's a little tiff, and then somebody said something, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess that doesn't mean anything. And then we move on. This is the fucking finale of your goddamn show, and you're wasting time with bullshit like this. And it was like every goddamn scene, guys, from episode 1 on, nothing built to anything. Nothing built, like nothing. Nothing mattered.
But what I thought was hilarious was that about 7 characters, including the tree, twice spoiled the entire ending of the entire House of the Dragons. 'Cause remember when the tree whispered at the dude, and and I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are.
That made me
Kristen
so
Cole
angry.
spoiled his ending. The tree spoiled that one dude's treason. The tree also spoiled the whole in. Oh fudge! I mean, don't even get me started on the Daenerys, and then Helena spoiled it. Everyone's just spoiling it, so now we don't even have to watch the show because they decided instead of building to something, they'll just tell us how it's going to end. That's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life.
Can somebody tell me what the fuck this shot is about? Like, why do we need a close up of him cleaning his sword?
I got it. This is probably maybe the slightest good thing that they have. This is something that he started doing after the battle. They're trying to show that he has a little bit of PTSD, and it's a soothing thing for him. It's almost like a repetitive thing. So that's what's going on because he's been doing that.
Okay.
I agree with you. I fucking hate it.
Oh,
like, can we?
Oh, wait! I have something you're gonna hate even more, my friend. But go ahead.
I was going to say, can we for once, just one fucking show made after 2014, not have a fucking male character with PTSD arc?
Agreed. Or a bad dad.
God.
Oh, somebody want to explain to me why they're wrestling in mud and pig shit like this with the tranny? Like, I
no, I don't want to explain it.
Seriously, this was the finale of your Game of Thrones prequel that's supposed to be about dragons and a big fight between Team Green and Team Black, and instead we've got this guy who looks like Justin Trudeau at Halloween doing this fucking shit. Okay,
oh my god!
Somebody want to explain to me literally what is going on?
Why are we fucking mud wrestling?
I don't know. I can't explain.
They thought it was for comic relief. The stupid writers at the end were like, "Oh, well, everything's so tense. We needed to have some funny stuff."
You're probably so fucking right. And I restate my same statement as before, Teresa. Fucking stop. You're not funny. I don't want any comedy in my dramatic show about dragons and fighting. Just cut it out. Go ahead, Alex. Go.
So the writer of this episode was the idiot that wrote the episode 9 last season with fucking Rhaenys busting out of the dragon.
Oh, it all makes sense now.
We are literally promoting failure.
Yes.
And like, why are we surprised that when we promote failure, we get more failure?
Tim, good to see you. Rubbish is a nice word for it, but yes.
Rubbish.
Complete and utter trash.
And again, not because I don't think any of us here, like, I don't have a hate boner for this show. I was looking forward to this. I saw problems in episode 1, but I'm like, it's got to get better because I remember season 1 was a little uneven. But honest to God, I did not expect this.
We're all trying to hold on. We were all trying to hold on to see what happened, and like Lady B, credit where credit's due. And you're right. From season 1, you were one of actually the few that were going, there's problems here, just wait. And so like that
true.
it's, you know, that
It's true.
all the way through. I mean, I still think I enjoyed season 1, not knowing the source material, but I'm curious if I went back now, how much this would affect season 1, and probably quite a bit, I would think.
I agree.
But you know,
I
that might
agree.
be an interesting experiment.
Yeah.
I can't get this out of my head right here. I don't know what this is or what's happening here, but
It's a dude.
Yeah.
It's a dude
No,
with a
and like
covered
the
ass.
whole,
It's-
yeah, it just
Yeah,
makes
it's
it look
filling a
worse.
quota.
Fucking duck lips over here.
Oh, I like him. He's the only decent person in the. He and Laris and Aegon so far are the only ones they haven't fucked up.
Tim, hold on. So Tim, 100% fucking right. So I just have to highlight this because it's 100% right. People, Tim's talk. Go subscribe to Tim if you're not either. Somebody throw Tim's link up there. But people can crap all over the Acolyte. Let's be consistent. Bring the same energy here. This is look. It's not as bad as the Acolyte, but there's levels of bad, and this is still bad. And heaping on praise for this because it looks good. The writing is fucking has not been there at all.
Yeah, the only thing
What's the
that's holding
same
this show
fucking writers? Liam
Yeah.
Shim wrote episode 6 of this and wrote The Acolyte. Like, and it's
100%.
apparent it's the same quality. It's not the same quality. It's the same quality. Well, it's not the same quality, right? Man, The Acolyte is just shit in the.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's another level. It's another level bad.
Maybe that's part of the. Maybe this is. And I think Alex, you might have hit on something where maybe the reason why this show is so boring and nothing happens and it keeps recycling itself is because they just let the writers write with no oversight over what was going on, and I don't know if it was Condon or the other showrunner that they got rid of that's responsible for it, or both. But somebody was like, okay, well, we have all this shit that was written and nobody QA'd it and then filmed it. Now we have to splice it together to make something and fill all these episodes up. Because that would explain why it's just so, it's incomprehensibly boring. It is boring. Nothing happens. Nothing changes. We keep recycling the same bullshit over, and I have never seen a television show do that ever.
How many
like
scenes
this.
are somebody sulking? Somebody come in, say, "Hey, stop sulking." It's like, okay, I'll stop sulking.
Steve,
But let me tell you why I'm sulking, and it's my dad's fault.
Significant. The phrase is feelings in hallways.
This was this
I'm
episode.
I'm
100%.
actually going to challenge you to go through this episode and count the number of feelings in hallways scenes.
It's the whole.
I believe it's over 14.
Oh, at least.
believe it.
I think you're under. I think you're way under. Because can we count the Allison Rhaenyra scene as 8?
Yes.
Because holy shit.
10-minute scene.
That
Oh
was
my
a
god.
10-minute scene.
It was dumb. It was dumb, and it did nothing. And again, it's not. These are not. That's not what happens in the book. Like, all of this is made up bullshit. And again, you have the story. Just tell that fucking story.
I know. I don't know
They're
what they're
deliberately
trying to do.
ignoring
It's like,
it.
God, how much? It's you guys are at war. There's no saving this. It's just like when Alice or Rhaenyra goes to Allison. It's like, oh, we can stop fighting. I'm like, there's one really easy way to stop this war, and it's you to like, you know, what is that word? Give up your claim on the throne. You know?
Abdicate.
Yeah, like recuse yourself from that or whatever. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I'm tired. I'm sorry. But what is doing this? And then why does Allison come by? And why are the security at both places so bad that
Just
she
lets her in
randomly
and
throw
doesn't kill her and doesn't
I
pull her
think
in
there's
jail.
actually one worse than that, and that's when Damon comes back to King's Landing. This is Damon. This is like you know,
With the
guy
rat
that
guy, yeah.
Like
Yeah,
if fucking Michael Jackson wandered through.
Well,
I know.
they think they solved it with
Into
the
the
throwaway
city.
line. They think they solved it with the throwaway line. They're like, my guard came in and gave up his sword, so I'm here in peace. It's like, No, you're in jail, bitch. Like what? Go Messiah. Yes, 100% garbage. But hey, don't worry. We broke away for 5 seconds to get to listen to her, to see her listening to the ground, lost in the forest, lost in the plains of Dragonia because she can't get water or some shit. Like
to play that discount Enya music. They did it again. They reused that wannabe Enya like vagina monologues, girl sweat lodge, like world music beat thing that Allison was floating in that fucking pond in the last episode. I'm genuinely baffled. Again, was it really the budget where they're recycling that same fucking music like again in the very next episode, and it has no emotional impact on the scene at all?
Teresa, it really pisses me off that you told me that this guy is a badass, and he is the number one fucking cuck.
Yeah, I mean, where I'm hoping they're going to go with it is to show the contrast, because he is definitely someone to pay attention to. Of course, not like fighting wise and all that, but in, if you will, playing the Game of Thrones, and he perseveres in a way that's really cool. I love him.
But I mean, he's just like anytime you see him, he's either being beaten down, talked down to like he's an idiot, or acting like an idiot, or being used for some terrible type of comic relief.
Yeah,
ever since
I don't like what
Rhaenyra dissed him. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That was like, what was it? It was the episode where she stabbed the boar, and then she just, he tried to like, make a play for her hand, and she's just
and she's like,
oh, that was her brother.
You. Yeah.
Oh, that was the brother.
That was his brother. The one with the long hair. Yeah.
Yep.
They're played by the same actor, though, so 2 thumbs up for them. I mean, if they do this right, though I don't trust them at this point, it might.
Why would you?
No. The white worm is gonna take over.
I agree.
His role post dance.
If that happens, I'm gonna cry because I love him.
Teresa, go ahead, Steve.
No, go ahead. You first, because I want to talk like just how weak Rhaenyra looks all the fucking time. But sorry.
No. I mean, Teresa, I mean, I know that if they do it right, and I know what you meant by that, where if they tried to pull it out of the ditch, the problem is I think with a lot of us, while having watched a lot of these shows, and we really were like, how can you do this? How can you do it? And for, Wheel of Time, prime example, The Acolyte, Jesus Christ. I mean, I drew the line after Wheel of Time. We keep asking why, how, when is it going to stop? They can't keep doing this forever. Guess what? They are doing it forever. And I said it on the last stream where we talked about this. This is some of this incompetence. Yes. But is it deliberate? Yes. It is both things. There are people who are watching this going, yeah, it checks all of our boxes. We've got the they, them, diverse writers room, all of that shit, whatever it is. There is no incentive to improve. It doesn't matter. That's what we all need to understand. They're not making this for the audience that's watching it. They're making it for the transnational investments banks that give them better loan rates if they hit their DEI objectives. So this is not going to fucking change. I don't care what any fucking shitbird grifter big channel tells you. All the hundreds of dollars in super chats you send to them is not going to stop what is happening. All right. We all need to be custodians of what we put into our brains and into our souls. And shit like this, somehow, this is worse than Wheel of Time. And I agree with Steve, but it's just a different kind of a worse.
It's a different kind of bad. I mean, like
oh, sorry.
I don't know. We're
that
not.
Way too.
we're. It's like it's so weird because we're like. We all know we've all been there. Wheel of Time's finales have the last one is just fucking mind-alteringly bad. But then you watch this, and it's like, I don't know. Like, is it worse? Because it's just nothing. It's just nothing. So it's like
there's no story.
Like,
there's no story being told.
It's kind of like Rings of Power was like that, where it's like they've desecrated whatever there was. But like there's so much of it's not even in the book and it's just so boring. It's like it's not even funny. You can't laugh at it. It's just like, okay, I have no interest in this whatsoever.
Yeah.
So I think
Well,
you guys are crazy. I think this is, while bad, Wheel of Time is bad at every level. Wheel of Time does not have good acting. It doesn't have good
Okay,
costumes.
you
It doesn't
raise
have
a
good set
point.
design. It like
That is true.
Yeah.
This is just fresh, so I think you're right.
yeah, like this.
In Alex, I had said that earlier, but I'm
Yeah, you did.
reframing it in a way where it's bad in a whole other way.
You're
because
right.
They
it is
had
bad in a whole
everything.
other way.
Look at, you have beautiful costumes. You've got great cinematography. You know, you've got people that actually can act, but they're not. And I think it's really been obvious in these episodes that they're literally having to do backflips to play an entirely different character than they were in the last episode. And you can especially see it with the actress who's playing Rhaenyra. I mean, she doesn't know who the fuck she is, and you can tell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the actors aren't bad. Like some of them are generally but I have to go to work tomorrow. But
Get
I
some
need
rest.
to split too, so I'll go at the same
it's
time.
like it's just a bunch of it's carried by the look of it, just the production values, and even that from a technical standpoint, I've seen some really whack things, like some CG that's just awful. Like the start of this episode was awful. There's just been some really wacky things, like in the Alan and Corlys Valerian scene. It looks like they shot that scene in like 4K or something and then cropped it, because
that makes sense. You can tell.
the focus
I know what
on
you're
his
saying.
face is so bad. Like
I know what you're saying.
Like right here is in focus,
It
but
was
the rest of
wrong.
him is blurry, and it's the same
It's
for both of them. And I'm like,
it's the aspect you're pointing out. Yeah, I know exactly what
yeah,
you're saying.
it's like
It
if
looked
you
like
were,
it
it was.
4:3
Yeah, there we
TV.
go.
It was like a 4:3 TV screen from the 80s
I
or
don't know
90s.
what's wrong. Like, I don't know what happened there. It's just definitely something isn't right. And like the costumes in season 1 were awful. There were some really like bad ones that didn't fit, but that's just me being a costume person. But yeah, this is a story. But above all that, like I said, you could watch Will's been making me watch like really horrible episodes of Doctor Who, but every so often there's a halfway decent one, and then you're like, okay, like I can get over the crappy production values because the story's somewhat interesting, and like this is like it doesn't work the other way. If the story isn't there, like you can't just be into it because it looks nice.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Yep.
And then
I
it's
gotta go.
it's sad too, because it's like it's such a great book and it's such a crap adaptation. But then again, here you have the problem of like the writers don't know what to do because there's just like an outline basically, and they don't know how to how could we make a coherent character. So I feel a little bit better about Knight of the Seven Kingdoms because there's more dialogue and more story there and less open for interpretation. But I also don't have any hope for that show either.
Just because it's there doesn't mean they're going to use it, right? Yeah, we
Yeah.
know that. Understand?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
but I'm
good
gonna head
night.
out. Thanks, guys. Take care. Oh, I don't know if
Good night, everybody.
Good
Thanks
night.
for having me on.
Yep.
Good night, Salty. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, adios.
Bye. So do you guys gotta go? Or are you sticking it out? Or are we still going? Or are we finishing up? Teresa, how you doing?
I'm gonna stick around.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah, I
we're
know.
losing Lady
Sorry.
B. She's going away. Yeah. No, I'm not sure how much longer because
If you got a bolt, just jet. It's perfectly. Don't worry about it. I can say if you got whenever you need to go or want to go, don't worry about it. Just take off.
okay, then I probably will, only because I'm
Okay.
starting to get tired, and
It is getting
well
late.
past midnight. Yeah. So, but hey, thank you for having me on. It's always great
Yes.
talking to y'all, and
Yeah.
this sucks. It sucks,
Yeah.
and it sucks, and it sucks some more.
Yeah, go check. Yeah, I look forward to your videos covering it. It's gonna be good
All
stuff.
right. Well, thank you very much. Have a good one.
Thanks, Teresa. All right, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's we talked about it over like I don't know the amount of times I had to remind myself that this was a finale episode.
It didn't feel like it.
No, it was like when I think it was when we got to about God, where was it where I'm like I think it was when finally he bent the knee that I'm like, is something going to happen? When she went to Harrenhal, and we had the fake tension moment where we were supposed to feel like he was going to like cut her down or betray her, which was not done at all because we all knew that he wasn't. He was going to bend the knee, especially after the tree told us that he was going to bend the knee. Right? The tree told us that was what Teresa was talking about earlier. Is he goes out, he lets the tree bleed on him, and then he bends the knee, and it's like, well, yeah, the tree told us he was going to bend the knee, so way to build some tension.
What?
Let it go, man. It's late night. It's you.
What
and
is
me.
going on? God forbid anything fucking happens in this show.
Yeah.
I cannot fucking believe that Damon is in the exact same position he was at the beginning of the season. I mean, go down the list of characters. Who did anything this season? Rhaenyra didn't change.
Nope.
Damon didn't change.
Nope.
Jace didn't change.
Nope.
Rhaenys died. But it's
Bela.
not like,
Bela. What happened to Bela? Bela fucked off. Where has she been? Like she shows up. She shows up this episode to be like, "Hey, stop being a bitch, Jace. Go stand next to your mother." And then she disappears again. It's like what are you like taking up residence in the fucking East Wing where nobody can see you or something? Where have you been? Like ever since she fucked up and didn't burn Christian Cole, she's been gone.
Yep. Corlys has been sad about his wife dying, but that's about it. He hasn't done anything.
Ever since ever since he got injured, he's been trash.
Oh yeah, he's been fucking worthless. Aemond has been denutted. Aegon sucks.
Somebody still needs to explain to me why all of a sudden it doesn't make any sense to me why all of a sudden Aemond is vulnerable because he turned away from Dragonstone when he saw more dragons. Like that was the big event that made him vulnerable. It's like, what the fuck? What does that have to do with Vhagar still being like fucking like? I don't understand why you having 2 more tiny dragons makes Vhagar weak. Or vulnerable, or like it was a shot across the bow at Aemond. It's like enough that he just goes and burns the whole city. It's like you're just a crybaby. Yeah. Is that like okay? I guess.
I thought Aemond was gonna chuck Helena out the window here. This would have been
great. I hate her.
I mean,
she sucks.
It would have gotten rid of a witness to him wrecking Aegon. Yep. It would have freed up her dragon for somebody that could actually ride and fight. It would have solved
can I he's absolutely 100% fucking correct.
Yes.
You have a dragon, you can ride it. Do you know how that's fucking extremely fucking rare? So it's like you're saying that you have a nuclear weapon that could save countless people, and you're like, I just don't want to use it. It's like, well, why? Because it's dangerous and I'm scared.
Get over it.
You're a queen. Get the fuck over it and protect your people. Like, I hate that. I hate it. And Aegon is shown to be Aemon is shown to be wrong here. And he's absolutely not. He's 100% correct. We are up against it. What the fuck do you think happens if they win this war? Yeah. We all die. Right? Like, we all die as traitors. You are the usurper queen. You will be put to death or imprisoned.
Yep.
And Aegon's the only one that seems to get that. And then Alicent fucking... Like, I'll be honest. I didn't catch half the conversation because I skipped it because I was just fucking, like, glazing over.
I have to give Ryan Condal some credit here. If I had been a part of episode 4 and I had seen all of the fucking legitimate bitching that people were doing about Rhaenyra sneaking into the Sept at King's Landing, and I knew that I had this scene coming up in episode 8, we would have had an emergency conference call and we would have had to do something about this. This would not have been the emotional climax of the fucking season. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god, dude. Like, I just. It's just, I don't know. And it's just like.
This was written as a drama. This was not written as a fantasy show. In a drama where, when you're writing something like, God forbid, fucking Friends, you want all of the characters to still be in the same place at the end of the season they were at the beginning of the season, so that you can run the entire thing back. This isn't that kind of show, guys. Well, this is a fucking get up and do it show.
It's the same thing. The same problem went wrong with Game of Thrones. Is they started writing it as a drama and not as a fantasy, because they don't want to write fantasy. They want to write dramas, and it's like, well, then you're in the fucking wrong business. Go fucking find a drama to write. Let the fantasy people write the fantasy shit. Because there's no sword fights in the fucking war.
I have no idea.
Why can't we see one fucking war scene? The one we sort of get, we don't get to see any combat. We get to see armored people run back and forth and get burned by dragons.
All right. We got one fucking sword fight this season between two characters I don't give a fuck about that were in one episode previously.
And so can I also say, does this not fucking even show a bigger problem with how they couldn't do the simple thing of saying, cut, hey, white worm bitch, don't kiss Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra is still fucking with Daemon. Because this scene right here just reinforces that they're together.
Well,
doesn't it?
Yeah. My question is, I can't believe Daemon Targaryen didn't fuck Alice Rivers.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I thought for sure that's where we're going to the tree. She's like, I'm going to the tree. You should come. And I'm like, he's going to go out there and she's going to be fucking naked. And they're going to fuck in the bloody tree sap or some shit. And it's going to be like, oh my fuck. Instead we're seeing visions of fucking antelope men and touching the fucking tree as it bleeds on him. It's like, and Brian was right. What is he, a warg now? What is Daemon? Daemon can see the fucking future? What the fuck are we doing?
Dude, that Night King shot. Did you have that?
That was, hold on, I gotta bring it up. It looked so bad. It's not just me. It looked terrible. I'm like, what? Is this the Midget King? What is this?
Dude, it looked so bad. I was dying.
So bad. I couldn't believe how terrible the Night King looked. God, she is such a bad queen.
She's the worst.
She is the worst. I thought I was hoping again, since we've done nothing and that tactic really hasn't done anything for us so far. I was really hoping that if we got some more dragons, we could still continue to do nothing, and maybe that time the nothing will help us. It's like, what? Dude. Go burn some and her first choice is, let's go burn Old Town. It's like, that's your first choice? Okay, I guess just burn the soldiers. You don't have to burn the town.
Well, I guess to clarify, Old Town is the capital city of Highgarden. It's called Old Town. Yeah. So, going and burning down the capital of, the fucking Greens makes sense. But
I just don't think she has she's just talking like she's just going to nuke the city. And it's like, I don't really think you have to do that to get your point across. There are fucking deployed armies. Go fuck yeah, or go to, or just go. You're exactly right. Well, Vagar is out there fucking having a hissy fit, burning smaller cities. Just take King's Landing. Take all 7 of your dragons.
Oh, Kitty's here and
Oh
pissed.
yeah, I wonder why you're irritated.
I can't wait to see the diagram from this episode. It's gonna be like one line.
Oh,
And it's just gonna be.
I cannot believe they didn't start fucking right here. You're right. I thought for sure we were gonna have some clothes flying off.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can get the Night King shot. I'll play it because it would be too. Oh, we got the meteorite. What is the? Is the Fire Nation about to attack?
Yeah, dude, the fucking prince that was promised is apparently Daenerys.
All I could think of was fucking the Fire Nation's gonna attack. So is his comment. What the fuck was that?
It was the 3-eyed raven. Yeah, my god.
But the
My
way they did it,
Fucking
it's like,
god.
oh my, here it is. Okay, let's play it. Here you go. The tree decided to bleed all over. What? So who is this in the tree?
It's the fucking Greenwoods.
Fucking crow flies out of his fucking mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that Jesus Christ.
Looks so. How is all the rest of your shit so good?
What the
What is going on with this guy over here?
Oh my god, what a disaster.
This should have been my fucking. This should have been my fucking thumbnail. What is going on with the guy on the right?
Dude, what is going on with the guy in the fucking center? But Kitty actually makes a great point in the chat. The blue balls. Like, it's not just that nothing happened, it's that they hinted that things were going to happen and then nothing happened. Like,
yeah, you know what? It's crazy because blue balls, I've seen blue balls pop up several times. And it's just like, it's the perfect way to describe this episode. It's just, it fucking completely left everybody hanging.
well, the fucking 16-minute credits, like, fuck me, they started showing the armies with the building music, and I'm like, okay, finally, we're gonna get, a big battle in the last 10 minutes. And then, Jesus Christ, they spent 16 minutes on the fucking credits.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it was over. That's another great point. I'm gonna end the poll here. We have 16 votes. We got a few goods in there. I'm surprised, but mostly we got 62% horrible and 19% okay. But yeah, that it was shocking to me is because we have the whole just walking scene or whatever. Like we're looking at all the people doing the things, and then like I'm watching the time. Like, here, where's it end? Here, I'll show. Where's it? It's like right.
Dude, there's like 16 minutes left. It's crazy.
Well, that's all flashbacks. Right here. So it's like right. That's the end of the episode. So there's 14 minutes and 51 seconds of credit. Like, look at how much time is left on the player. I couldn't fucking believe it.
Yeah.
Just looking at the player, I was like, well, and that was the other thing. I'm like, God, like, and I was looking at the player because I'm sitting there going to myself, God damn, can something please fucking happen, please? And I'm like, and I'm looking at the player, I'm like, there's still, like, it either something needs to happen or it needs to end. And then it fucking ended. And it was like, what? I couldn't believe it.
No, to answer your question, Kitty, I don't actually. I think the answer is it makes me less likely to watch next season. But I also think I'm going to watch next season just because there's like potential here, and it's frustrating watching potential get squandered. But when compared to something like The Acolyte, like where there's no potential, it's dead right out of the nest. Like, I can kind of at least lie to myself that this might get good, whereas I can't really say that about a lot of other things out right now.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
I'm gonna watch the. I'm a glutton for punishment. You guys know me by now, but Stig Kenobi, good to see you. Man. Winter's coming, and it will last for a week, and it will take 200 people and 2 dragons to stand against it.
Jesus Christ!
And oh my gosh, J Temezif. We're gonna go with that. I hope. Sorry for butchering your name. Crap. I guess we need AI to do all because humans are just retarded. Yeah, bring on Skynet. Just leave me alive.
Right.
Skynet, we'll be fine. It's okay. Wait, I thought Jon Snow was the prince that was promised. I don't know. Everybody knows the Song of Ice and Fire now. You can just touch a fucking tree in Harrenhal and you can learn about it because the tree is an open book. Or is Daemon now the prince that was promised? Is Daemon? It's like Miss Martin Musa said. Teresa said, are they making Daemon a good guy?
Well, I'm convinced that this is George R.R. Martin ending shopping. He's like, hey, you guys really hated my number one pick of Bran being the king at the end. What about this ending? And people hate this one too. And he's like, nope, not that one.
But Stig, you're right. Because all I could think about when they showed that fucking scene with with Daenerys with the 3 dragons, I'm like, you are really going to try and make us think about that debacle you're going to work even harder to connect it to that shit. It's mind-blowing. Do you have no sense of, and again, I think that's Acolyte writing bullshit because they did exactly the same fucking type of shit in the Acolyte, trying to connect it back to fucking other fucking things in Star Wars. It's like, stop. Just fucking stop trying to connect your new product with an old shit one because it's not gonna help your new product. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, do it. Go. It's mind-boggling.
We need to start blacklisting people from Hollywood. Nobody who worked on the Acolyte should ever work in Hollywood again, much less be writing for a show like this.
Did anybody think he was going to do anything else than
no,
Neil?
That's the problem.
And we have you're like, but like, isn't this the way of the world? You have bastards, and they right? Like, that's why there's so many dragon scenes out there. If you have a bastard, you don't usually take them into your home. That's why Jon Snow wasn't. Never mind. Well, I mean, I guess still, but that's why Jon Snow was supposed to be different because he actually brought him into his home, even though he was a bastard.
Yeah. So
bastards aren't supposed to be brought into the house.
Yeah, and there's even a line in the book where Corlys brings these 2 guys in predominantly because.
Oh no.
Yeah, predominantly because Rhaenys isn't alive anymore. Rhaenys was not down parading the fruits of his cheating around her castle. But the decision that, he's not going to feed her or, he's not going to take care of his kids at all, that was a choice that they made about Corlys that they didn't have to. That was all for drama.
Yeah. There's no reason that he could have been, at least a decent guy and actually I don't know, feed your kids, make sure they're okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like saying it. And I like to try and avoid it, but it's the bad dad trope.
Yeah, it's the bad dad trope. You're not wrong.
It's too bad, but yeah. So all roads lead to Bran the Broken. That's 100% right. The books are about Ragnarok, Frost Riders crossing the Bifrost Bridge, the Wall, and destroying the world with fire giants, dragons during the long night before. That sounds like an awesome show. When are we gonna get that?
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Can we do that now, or do we have to?
Or do we have to have fucking long So here, let's just do it real quick. We're gonna go scene by scene. and then I'll, if you want, I
Oh,
can
is
let
this
you go.
this the feelings and hallways
This-
counter?
Feelings and hallways. We're gonna do the feelings and hallways test, guys. Maybe I'll get a count. Let's get a counter up here. Hold on. I got. Let's see here. Sword hand counter. I can. Okay, so we can fix this. We're gonna do feelings and hallways counter. Feelings. Okay. So we're already at 1 because that's where this scene is definitely feelings and hallways, is it not?
No, I'm gonna push back on this. There's
No?
more than 2 people in this scene.
True.
So I'm gonna say
There's
pass.
a crowd. Okay. So this one is a pass. Okay, so he is still cucked. This is the feeling. This is not really feelings and hallways, but this is
No.
sulking on dragons.
This isn't feelings and hallways. I mean, just because it's
This
not
is
feelings
sulking-
and hallways doesn't mean it's bad. Or it doesn't mean it's not
it's
bad.
Definitely, it's sulking on dragons.
Sulking on
Brandon
dragons.
Richards, Brandon Richards. The ending was trash. The whole episode, yes, agreed. The whole episode was trash. This is definitely an episode of TV that makes the whole season worse.
Yes.
Whenever you have a finale that can accomplish that, it's fucking terrible. So yes, thank you for being here. Good to see you, Brandon. Thank you for your comment. Agreed. You're not drunk enough for this? Well, get ready, Alden. Strap in. All right, come on. I've seen one membership gift. So we're it's torture time now. All right. So we have Amond with Lars.
This is for sure feelings and hallways.
Definitely feelings and hallways. Okay, I'm hip to the game now. Okay, so let's hold on. I gotta edit the counter. So we are at 1. Boom, 1 feeling in hallway. Okay.
So Kitty, I'm actually I see
Uh-oh.
you like this more than we do. My fundamental issue with this season is we did nothing. We waited 2 years and accomplished 1 dragon fight for 15 minutes in season 4. And nobody changed. This show wasted the audience's time in a way I have not seen this genre.
The worst of it is if you think about specifically what I would call probably the main character, Rhaenyra. Literally, she is at the exact same. She has not made an action as queen in the war. She has done a bunch of pussyfooting around and crying and kissing her intelligence agents and trying to do subterfuge and shit like that. And where are we still at? We're still at the table going, I don't want to fight. I don't want to attack with my dragons. I was hoping that I could just bluff him out of the war. She is still in the exact same place. Only she actually has 3 dragon riders and she still doesn't want to use them to do anything.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yep.
It's nuts. Oh God! All right, so here we go. So let's see. So we got number 1 standing in hallways. That's Lars and Aegon. Let's go to the next one. This is feelings in rivers.
I was gonna say this is a
ahead.
bad scene, but it's not feelings in hallways.
She's making love to that river though, baby. She needs that. She needs that water. She's been outside for like weeks, wandering around. Like I still don't understand this. She just fucked off and starts running around in circles. Where's the dragon? Oh my God, I'm lost.
Can we get this bitch a horse?
Nobody fucking cares that she's gone. She's just gone. Oh God, okay. She's just gone. Oh, here we go. Boom. There it is. Feelings in hallways.
Oh, huge feelings in hallways.
Here it is. We got to get the counter back up. Number 2. Boom. Save. Feelings in hallways counter. We're at number 2. Can I make that any smaller? Don't matter. We're keeping it big. Fuck it. All right. So that's number 2. Dude, this is a long scene.
Oh my God, they take forever.
All right. So we have Damon is... Oh, here we go. I don't know. They're talking about betrayal here.
All right, we're not going to call this feelings.
I don't know. This is feeling in hallways. This is plot driven. Him being an idiot, telling, like, and I'm sort of surprised he didn't turn around and behead his ass when he swore fealty again to Rhaenyra. But you know,
Well, in fairness, how was he supposed to know that Damon touched a magic fucking tree?
well, that's true too.
Right? Like this poor fucker did
Magic
everything right. Like,
I'm just saying, I would have liked to see Damon should have just went up and just cut him in two.
I would have liked to have seen Damon do fucking anything this season, but
Yeah, right. Okay, don't worry. Damon's gonna get his feeling in hallways moment here. So this is feeling in hallways. This is the two girls talking. Oh no, wait, is this Aim?
yes, this is Aemon,
No.
Alicent, and
But prior to Aemon entering, they're having a feeling in hallways.
yeah, I would agree. The Aemon and the guard was a feelings in hallways.
Well, no, not even her. Alicent and the Queen.
Oh yes, that definitely feelings in hallways. So this is 3.
Yeah, I don't know about Aemon and the guard. Well, are we saying Aemon and the guard? I don't think so. Aemon and the guard.
No, we'll leave Aemon in the
Yeah,
guard.
we'll leave that past. This one definitely. This is definitely 100%. 100%. And then we have Matt. So are we adding the when with the thruple when Aemon comes in here? Is this like, does that bring it up another level because he's having big feelings and she's like, no, you can't have big feelings. I don't want my daughter to ride a dragon, even though she can. I sort of feel like this needs another one because he's trying to, like, she's like, I don't know.
See, I
I'll
feel like
defer
this.
to you.
I feel like this was plot. I'm not gonna call this feelings in hallways.
Okay. Okay. Plot. What is that? Oh,
This
here we
is
go. Feelings
definitely
like, now it's two of them, but it's feeling. They're in a crowd, but this breaks the. This is definitely feelings in hallways.
yeah. So
I don't-
if we go back, did we count or wait? What was the Maester doing there?
What with Aemon?
You had the Maester up. I don't remember what he was up. Never mind. Go
see
ahead.
here.
But yeah, no. Kristen Cole
This
and
one right
the
here. Oh yeah. No, this you're right. You're right because this is she asked him for passage.
but they didn't talk
Dragonstone.
about their feelings, did they?
Let's see here. I must request your assistance again. I need passage. At your discretion.
Yep. So I don't think that's feelings in hallways.
Yeah, I think it's close, but not quite. If we gave her like 5 more minutes, she would have started talking about how sad she is.
Oh, definitely.
So we cut off just in time.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's next. So we did this one already. This is major feelings in hallways. How long is this scene?
Did you up
This
the
scene-
counter on this one?
I did.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
This
I did.
was a
And now
long
I don't
fucking-
understand where this scene came from. So, like, we have that, and then we got to him sniffing.
Yeah, so Alicent
Made
needed passage to get to Rhaenyra. So that was what that scene was. And
So
this scene is
a
Christian Cole's nihilism run. Yeah.
this is a 3 minute. Is it 3 minutes of them talking?
It's long.
Yeah, it felt long. So that's over 3 minutes. Oh god! And then we have the mud pit.
Fuck the mud pit. Yeah. Eldan, my issue with the character work is and always will be action informs character, but so does inaction. And so everybody doing nothing in this show makes their character bad. They're bad, indecisive, weak people. And they, when we talk about actions not making sense within the show, Alicent and Rhaenyra sneaking off to, to cuddle and talk and bullshit, like that's actions not making sense. And when those are the only actions taking place in the show, it looks really, really bad.
Yes. Oh shit! Sorry, drop my drink. All right. Okay, so moving on here. Jace and Bela.
Oh God, can we? This is worth 3. This is feelings in hallways maxed.
All right, well, we can give it. You want to give? We'll give it a 2. We'll give it a
Nah,
6.
just it's just
We'll get.
more
Let's.
fun.
Yeah, we don't want to. We don't want to hurt the accuracy of this. We're at 5 already, dude. We're at 5 already, and we are only 30 minutes into this episode. Then we go to. Oh, then we get. I sort of think this is feelings in hallways too. They're talking about how many wives.
I'm gonna push back and say this was failed comic relief.
Is that what it is? I don't know what the fuck it is, but I hated it.
Oh, unbelievably cringe.
Okay, then we got the terrible queen addressing her dragon riders.
Her idiot court. Yeah, I don't think this is feelings in hallways.
She has no idea what to do with any of that shit. She's so bad. She's horrible.
Bizarre character switch from Ulf and bad foreshadowing, but
yeah. Then we get the mystery message from the strong guy. Not really sure where that came from either, right? All of a sudden, Lord Strong of Harrenhal is sending messages to Rhaenyra about Daemon.
Yeah,
where did that come from? The
guy with the bowl cut is kind of like, hey, can you come get your boy? Your boy's starting to cause problems.
Well, it's like what happened? Like, oh god, it's like they were out of communication. They weren't talking to each other. So now this guy just decided that Daemon's gone too far. So
I think it's just, hey, just wanted to let you know I don't know if too far is the right word, or if it's just, he's now become such a significant problem that he's brave enough to reach out and let her know.
Okay, it seemed like out of the field to me. It was just a way to get Rhaenyra to fuck off to Harrenhal. It's like, why didn't you just do that?
Yeah, why didn't you do it 3 episodes ago?
Why didn't you just do that to find out if it's that easy and that short a ride? Why didn't you just do that to go see what was going on with Daemon?
Yep, I don't disagree.
Oh, you were a bit too busy pouting that you needed him. Oh, turns out you fucking did. What was all that about? Right? Daemon. Oh, Daemon, you're on my side? Okay, good. Don't leave me ever again. It's like, you told me to come here, bitch.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of this.
Fuck. All right, so she fucks off. What are we calling all this tree shit?
I'm gonna say this is one big feelings in hallways. Like it turned into key jangling, but it started as feelings in hallways.
Yeah, I think so. And we definitely thought there was going to be a sex scene in there. I totally thought they were gonna go for it, but
isn't that sort of the ultimate feelings in hallways when it could have been a sex scene, but no, they just instead decided to fucking talk about their feelings some more.
Instead, she's like, just touch this tree for me, okay? You'll drown in the water and you'll see a fucking comet or some shit.
Sozin's comet.
Sozin's comet, I guess, fucking birth 3 eggs. Is that what we're supposed to take from that?
I guess, yeah.
I don't even know. What am I missing in chat here? Yes, horrible writing, Tim. 100%. I will say that the Rhaenyra and Alicent scenes were huge contrivances. Oh yeah. I loved it. Sometimes you disagree with yourself. I've been there. Trust me. All right. So, this is feelings in hallways in a dream, isn't it?
I don't remember this. This is Rhaenyra on the crown. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is definitely feelings in hallways.
I fucking hate this show because this is. Oh my god, is it gonna be Daenerys?
Oh,
fuck
right.
You. We already know what Daenerys does. She fucks it all up.
Right.
It all leads to Daenerys fucking things up, guys. Oh my god. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. He's like, oh my god. Oh, definitely feelings in hallways.
Huge feelings in hallways.
You are my sister, but you have a
God,
dragon. You
so
should get on
wondering.
the dragon because we need the dragon. No, I will not ride thy dragon because I do not like thy violence. Fuck off and get it on the dragon. You're so right. This scene would have been so good if he threw her off the balcony. 100%. That's how it should have went down.
Should have been. He was willing to whack his brother, but not his sister. Fucking gay.
Yeah. So she should have threw him off, and then she should have landed on her motherly hooker, and he would have been like sad and be like, "Oh no."
Well, I mean, canonically, she dies. She fucking jumps off the fucking roof
Does
and
she?
kills herself. Like,
When does that happen?
she does that.
Should it have happened already?
No.
Well, considering we see Aegon fucking off too, he's left her. Dude,
Yeah.
they're gonna get together now, aren't they?
Dude, I don't know. And yes, Aldan, I did notice that all of a sudden Helena has hot chick makeup.
Yeah, they did some work on her. Absolutely. She's still not doing it, but they tried. She definitely looks better. But she's still not doing it. For me anyways, but I don't know how old she is, so I want to retract that. All right, so here we go. So she's now showed up. Are we doing feelings in hallways right for the kneeling?
No, I think the high Valyrian.
Because this is plot, but yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Oh no, dude! It's feelings in hallways.
You're
dude.
right. You're right.
It
You're right.
totally
You're right.
is because she's
You're
like,
right.
you should have left me. He's like, I tried to, but I couldn't. And she's like, oh, you fucking man, you fucking man, fuck
You're
you.
right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
like if they didn't have this stupid awkward conversation, it would have been fine. But like, yet somehow. We must be. I'm still here, motherfucker. Like all the little kissy faces he makes and shit. Like, look at how long they stare at each other.
Dude, this
like I
episode
thought I hit
needed
pause. I
editor
didn't.
So bad.
They were staring at each other that whole time. I thought I hit pause. Holy shit. Oh god.
Oh, big feelings in hallways.
Hey, Vay. Wow, this is a bad one. If anyone's getting a double, I think it could be that one. We are.
No, I mean
10.
the double is clearly the Rhaenyra Allison one that wouldn't fucking end.
She's 25, so I'm safe. Okay, thank you, Thank you for having my back there. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So now I can say this with conviction. She's not doing it. She's not very hot. You can put all the hot makeup on. She needs to do some fucking chin ups. Get rid of those jowls. Sorry, my bad. I know I'm an asshole, but I don't care. This counts as 5 feelings in hallways. You're probably fucking right because they start crying.
Ooh, that's another would be a great counter. Is the men crying count for this season?
Oh, I think we could. Look. She's not okay. So let me rephrase. She's not like she's pretty. She's attractive, but she's not like super hot.
She's not Hollywood TV star hot.
Yeah, she's like she's fine, but she's not like Allison hot, right? And Allison's hot in this, but yeah, she's an attractive young woman. I'd be lucky to have an attractive young woman like that in my life. Okay, like I'm not come on. I'm just saying she's not like fucking. I'm gonna dig myself a bigger hole, so I'm just gonna move on. I don't know the character in the book, so if she's supposed to be just handsome, I guess is how they put it in the books. Okay, so let's see what's next. Oh, is this feelings in forests? or the plains. Well, she's looking. She really, really, she
Dude.
really wants to find a dragon. Is his feelings in the fjords?
I can't believe they fucking did 2 episodes of this trash.
She's just running around. She still doesn't have it either. She's just running around. Like, I don't understand what her plan is. I'm just gonna run around, look for the dragon, and hope it fucking bonds with me. I fucking
That
hate
does
it.
seem to be the plan, yeah. Oh, big feelings
Here we
in
go.
hallways.
Why don't we fuck right now? I have an accent. Don't you remember how we kissed? Lady, that wasn't in the script. I don't
No, she
care.
doesn't. It didn't happen in there.
I don't care. I want more screen time, so I shall kiss you again. I feel like my character wants to kiss you again right now. It's like, fuck off. I can't understand what you're saying.
So bad.
I have this outrageous French accent. All right, here we go. Moving on. Oh, here we
Oh
go.
my god.
The feelings in hallways. I don't know, man. This
A 10-minute long
how long
feelings
does
in
it? I'm
hallways.
gonna put it at 12.
It
but
is.
This,
It is
how long
10
does this
minutes.
last?
It's 10 minutes long.
Hold on, let me get the counter going. So we're gonna start from. We go right from that feeling in hallway to. All right, this is the wake up. So we're at 59:05.
Well, yeah, of course he's a better actress. He's pretending to be a woman all his life. Like,
All right, so 59:05, and she is leaving at 1:08. It is 10 minutes.
it's 10 minutes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel like we need to put 2 for that one.
2. Okay, we're
Wait.
gonna call that there's a maximum feelings in hallways scene length of 5, and this counts for 2.
Is that what we're going with? Every 5 minutes of feelings in hallways, it turns
Yeah,
into a
if,
second one?
if you go 10 minutes, that counts as 2 for
It's
sure.
gotta be 2, right? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. What are we agreeing with? 10 minutes of cringe. Hell fucking it. Oh god. Maximum cringe overload. She's a wow. Yunan. Whew. That's why I love Yunan. He just fucking, you don't care. He lets it rip.
Dude has
My
no
man.
mercy. We
My
gotta work
man.
on some of those Stormlight takes, but other than that.
So okay, so I don't even remember this. What was Hugh doing?
It's just this is the fucking model or the fucking what is it?
The montage?
Yeah, this is the montage.
This is the end?
Yeah.
I don't even remember this. I feel like I skipped it.
No, this is the montage.
Okay, so that's it.
Yeah.
See,
that's
this
it.
is what you go burn, or is this her army or their army?
That's their army. That's the Hightower army with Darian's dragon.
No, that's
That's the
yeah. So
Lannister
this is
army.
what you go burn right here,
The Lannisters are on the green side.
right? But they're in Essos right now, right?
No, this is the Lannister army marching in Westeros.
So that should be your target.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
But yeah, so
Hey,
our feelings
Damon's back in the game. So you have 7 dragons now. What's up, Nick? Good to see you as always, buddy. So what were you saying, Alex?
Yeah, so we had 13 feelings in hallway scenes.
We're probably being generous too.
Yeah, I don't think we were harsh in our labeling there at all.
So this is where we're at too by the end of this, right? Okay. Oh god, fuck. They're gonna fuck, dude.
Of course they are.
You know that, right?
Of course they are.
These two. Hold on, let me get to them. So Damon is now back on the board, fully committed to Rhaenyra. Like that's like it's over. Just go to
Yes.
King's Landing.
Yes, we legitimately did nothing.
Six, yeah. So you have no. We just go. Like the plan is still the same. Grab all 6 dragons and go to King's Landing.
Oh god.
This is the scene right here. Like we're in 300 right here.
Yeah. Teasing this shit like we're actually gonna do something next season. Not
Yeah,
just
these two
fucking
are gonna
sit
these
and
two are
cry.
these two are gonna screw, man.
Dude, of course they are.
It's gonna be funny the whole time too, because this is the comedic pair, right? This is the comedic pairing.
I guess.
It's
This is legitimately put me in a bad mood tonight.
is this a
Like,
trans person though? Like
yes,
I'm still
that is
confused.
that is
It's
a
trans-
biological male who transitioned to being a woman playing a man.
Why?
What do you mean why?
I don't understand why we keep doing this shit.
You want me to roll back the stream so you can hear
No,
Salty's take on it?
no.
Like, I mean, that's the reason.
No, I don't. I know you're right, but it's still just like, why isn't it a woman that transitioned into a man?
Because that wouldn't be stunning and brave. I don't know.
Because it's supposed to be a man captain, right?
Yes. Well, they wouldn't get double points. So I mean, they get their points for, the gender swap, but then they also get their points for casting the trans. So it was a 2-for-1 sale.
So is it just me, or does this mean fucking jack shit? All these fucking boats. Who cares?
So it's relevant in the books for a couple of reasons.
But there's 7 dragons.
What do you want me to say, man?
Burn the boats.
What do you want me to say, dude?
I'm just saying. That's like burn the boats.
Well, this entire thing is goofy because this happened before Hugh Hammer and Ulf White, and Bela wasn't big, and Adam and Bela wasn't big enough to ride. So at this point, there were only 3, maybe there were 4 dragons. So it was a big deal.
He's back on the queen, whoever was, or whatever the fuck. He's always pissed.
Yep.
He's got his little fucking hand of the king dangle.
Yep.
Wait, oh, they're rowing to the boat. It's like, where are you going?
Yep. I gotta get going
then,
here in a few minutes.
Yeah, no, I'm about to finish up, but there's the thumbnail scene.
Come on, guys.
Who shot that? It's like, yes, that's a wrap. And then here's my ultimate serious question here is, why would that dragon want anything to do with that girl? This is the one that had me confused.
Dude, I have... Dude,
what the hell is going on with Otto Hightower?
Steve, I was on a stream with 6 other people, and we were all kind of sitting there waiting for somebody to bring this up. And we were all like, so Otto definitely got captured off screen, right? Like, we all didn't fall asleep and miss Otto getting captured, right? Like, that did happen off screen.
Yeah. So apparently losing Nettles was a huge. Teresa keeps saying that too. But yes, he's in a cage. But why? Who got him? When did they get him? Why do they have him? Where is he going? Who's got Otto Hightower? And why does nobody know that they have? Nobody knows. They're like, oh, I don't know where he is. Get him at Old Town. I want him to be hand of the king for me. Oh, we don't know where he's at. Oh, well, don't worry about it. Like, what? Yeah, I know what it's supposed to do. You're absolutely right. But it's like, no, tell me who has him. This isn't Lost. Maybe it is Lost. Oh God. Yes, and that's also they kidnapped the best actor of the season. The show really missed Otto Hightower very, very much. They need him back very quickly. So
Yep.
Oh, they're forcing the Nettles storyline onto her. Yeah, that's what Teresa
Yeah.
kept saying. So make sure you go sub to Miss Martin Muses, guys. Thank you all for being here. We're gonna call it a night. It's getting late, but thank you all for hanging out. It was fun. Hey, please, I'm posting up more videos here. Trying to get on a good routine, 1 or 2, maybe 3 a week if I can get the time. Hopefully, I'm trying to make time to do it. I'm gonna start releasing them early to members. So if you want to consider being a member, you get those videos earlier. I appreciate it. Plus more member streams to come. Probably some late night stuff just because of work schedule. So make sure read Stormlight Wind and Truth. New chapters are out today. Read them up. Hopefully tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Hopefully Tuesday. I can figure out a way we can do a stream and go over the next few chapters of Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson. Thank you for being here. Kitten, good to see you. Aldan, good to see you. Staplebo, as always. Come on, man. You got to be a member. Where are you, man? Where are they, Steve? Reactor Mag. They're not up yet? Hold on.
I don't think they post at midnight. They generally.
Yeah, they're probably
I
not
thought they
quite
post
yet.
at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
I would assume they're going to be up here soon, buddy. Like, I don't think it's, they'll be there. They'll be there. I am highly confident they'll be there. So, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so they'll be there. I'll maybe I'll post something in the Discord when they're there, but they'll be there, and we're gonna talk about it because we got to build that Sanderson fan base. We got to get some Sanderson stuff going on the channel. So, thank you all, Alex. Thanks for hanging in, and we will we'll send you out on something. Bye. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye.